All right, hey everybody, and welcome to the Crown Council live stream. This is actually a recorded broadcast. I'll be traveling on the day of the live stream. So we've done our work to do some recordings and interviews and connect with some of our Crown Council members throughout the community to share a 1 hour broadcast with you of our Crown Council live stream. So this is just an introduction to some of those interviews. We're grateful that you would join us and hopefully that you learn from some of the awesome things that are going on in Crown Council. One, our Young Dentist program. We're grateful for our Young Dentist program. That's part of our show today. And then also our Smiles for Life Whitening campaign, which has just concluded. And over the next couple weeks, we want to bring you some of the best stories and things that are happening around the Crown Council from Smiles for Life Whitening. What an incredible year again from all of you, your patients, from Ultradent, and everybody that makes Smiles for Life Whitening possible. Steve, Greg, and I were talking yesterday on a call about how to revitalize Smiles for Life, how to make it bigger, better, to get more involved. And we hope that some of these stories that we'll share today will do that more of our Crown Council offices will prepare now to participate in 2026 for the Smiles for Life Whitening campaign. We're so grateful for My Social Practice, who are also on board to help us create all new materials and marketing ideas, our website, and everything that makes it possible for us to run this incredible charitable effort. So enjoy today's live stream. I'm not going to come back on. There's just going to be a few breaks in between the interviews as you can kind of move from one to the next in this live stream broadcast. And there'll be an introduction at each clip. So thanks for joining us today. Grateful for each of you in the Crown Council community, and enjoy the show. All right, Gregor, last weekend we had the Young Dentist program. So our Young Dentist program started years ago, almost 20 years ago. And this is an ongoing opportunity that our young dentists in the Crown Council have to be mentored by some of the very best doctors, whether it's cosmetically or our lab, our great Utah Valley Dental Lab, our partners there. This is just a great opportunity for all our young dentists to be mentored by the very best. And we met last week. So we were together here in Salt Lake City. Before we meet and talk about a few of the details, maybe you could give a little background, a little history on the Young Dentist program, how it started, where it started, and kind of our vision behind how it works.
Sure. About 20 years ago, I had a conversation with David Hornbrook, and as we were working on the awards for the annual event, one of the things he offered to us was to take a young Crown Council member, a young dentist, somebody that was, 1 to 5 years out of school, and to take the very best one of those, and he would offer to them a free seat in his cosmetic dentistry course. And we even voted on those. We created a annual Young Dentist of the Year award, and we did that for, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years. And one day David came to me and he said, you know what? We shouldn't do just one. We should offer this opportunity to all of the young dentists, all of the Crown Council members who are 1 to 5 years out of school. And we should make this a way that we can give to a someone in need a smile.
Mm-hmm.
And so we came up with this idea that we would invite all of the young dentists that wanted to participate to come, and that they could suggest somebody from their practice or someone that they knew who was not able to afford a smile makeover. And then they would vote on which one they wanted to help. And then they would take that case, analyze it, do the smile design on it. We would bring that patient in, do all of the work on that patient, and give that, I don't call them needy because that makes it sound not what I mean, but someone who otherwise wouldn't have the opportunity to have this great experience of a really beautiful smile, and have somebody like Dave Hornbrook work on them. And all of the young dentists then would have the opportunity to see exactly how it was done and have the courage to do that in their own practice. And of course, in the last couple of years, we've added Dr. Chase Larson to that equation, who is helping David. And the concept here is David's view is that he wanted to be a resource to our young dentists and pass on what he knew to them, and hopefully then they would pass it on to the next generation of young dentists.
And that is exactly what's happening. 4 or 5 years ago, Dr. Chase Larson won the Young Dentist of the Year award, and now he's an instructor side by side with Dr. Hornbrook. Hopefully, this live stream that we're doing right now, we'll take this recording and we'll post it onto the Crown Council membership website, so the young dentists can have a great introduction, a background to how it started and what it is. Our hope is that, there is so much good happening in the Crown Council. Our older doctors, our more established, maybe I'll use the word seasoned doctors, they know so much. And the Young Dentist Program is just one opportunity that this community has to help a younger generation of leaders get into dentistry and get jump started in a way that they didn't have. And that's being able to watch how the Young Dentist Program works. Really is that system. It's an awesome opportunity for these young doctors to learn from some of the best.
Well, and it's grown. I mean, in the first couple of years we did this, we had 5 and 10 and
that's right,
15 and then 20. And now we've got nearly 50 every year that take advantage of this opportunity. And it kind of grows organically because the guys that are in the program want their friends to be part of it, and they recommend their friends to it. And
that's right.
I know you've had to cap it at 50 so that we're sure we don't overwhelm the facility. My favorite part, personally, I love watching the young dentists and I love watching them learn. But frankly, from my perspective, the funnest thing we do is watch the reaction of someone who could not afford to have their smile fixed.
Absolutely.
See something beautiful when they look in that mirror.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to do right now. This was just a little introduction to that. We are going to get online with Dr. Mackenzie Faringa and her patient, Lily. So as Greg talked about, all of the young dentists who participate year to year, all of these doctors signed up, then they attended the annual event, and in doing so, they all brought a single case of someone who needed a smile design. They presented that case, and then they all voted, and Lily was the one that's chosen. So I'm going to play her submission video, the video that she used to introduce herself to the Young Dentist Program, and then I'm going to play her video, her transformation video. So we were just with her last week, and she just got the temporaries put on. So I'll play that, and then we'll go right into our interview with Mackenzie and Lily. So let's do it.
Perfect.
Right. Hi, my name's Lily. I am a patient of Dr. Faringa at the moment, who's wonderful, by the way. And I'm here to tell you my story about my teeth and my mouth and my self-confidence. So I was raised in a family that was really, really wonderful about dental hygiene. I never had cavities. I didn't have to have braces. It was great. And around 14 or 15, I started really developing issues with my self-confidence, self-esteem, body image, body dysmorphia, coupled with anxiety and depression that was untreated. And it started out as anorexia, and as it wasn't treated, it developed into bulimia nervosa, which in the dental field I'm sure is a common killer. Everybody knows it. Will destroy your teeth. And it certainly did. Anyway, here I am now. I am 22 at the moment, and I've been in recovery for about 1.5 years now. Um, and I'm actually ironically in the food business now. I cook at a local French Basque fine dining restaurant, and my ultimate goal is to become a chef. I've kind of reframed food for myself into something creative and something that I love and can embrace. And as I've recovered and gained confidence through that, through my abilities, things that have nothing to do with my body, I've gotten to a point where I just want my smile back. And yeah, as somebody that has lost so much confidence, not being able to smile as much as I would like to is difficult, or at least feeling insecure about my smile. So I'm super, super excited to be having work done to restore that. And I'm so, so lucky to have found Dr. Faringa. I consider her a friend at this point. And yeah, as a 22-year-old living in this little apartment, I do not have a lot of expendable income as much as I work. And so I'm really, really lucky and really excited that I have the opportunity to share my story with you all. So thank you very, very much for listening, and I hope you have a lovely day. Thank you.
She thought it was good. You might look into it. New tissue with an existing tissue plane, right? Think about that face. Well, it's a Fox plane basically, and then the enter that penitent. All I need is a little tissue. Let me see first.
This reaction's not going to be normal because you're so into
That's okay.
people
Don't
watching.
worry. Don't worry about that, Lily. Don't
I
worry.
just want you all to know that like it would be more.
There's zero expectation, as you can tell.
Yeah, it does. It's fine.
Yeah. No pressure at all.
Nope.
No pressure.
Yeah.
Ready? Yeah. Suppose. Oh wow. Oh my god. Whose mouth is that? Oh my god. That is insane. Wow. Thank you so much. Oh my god.
Good job, Lily.
Give Lily a round of applause.
All right. All right, everybody. I'm Stuart. Greg, welcome. Lily, how are you?
I'm doing awesome.
Very good. And Dr. Faringa, grateful you had a few minutes during your workday. I know it's always so busy to connect, so thank you.
Of course, happy to be here.
We were just last week together at the Young Dentist program. kind of a different experience for these two in the Young Dentist program. So I thought it'd be fun to share with the rest of the Crown Council members how it went, what it was like, your experience, and then maybe just share with the Crown Council members just what you felt and all those things. That's all. We're just trying to share. So
What it feels like to win the jackpot at the lottery.
Yeah, pretty special.
Dr.
For-
Fringa, maybe will you start by just sharing your experience with Young Dentist program, how you got into it, and then how you found Lily, how you guys connected?
Sure. So I learned about the Crown Council from Dr. Jared Tyre, who I work with. And so he introduced me to the program and suggested that I join the Young Dentist program, where we have great mentors like Dr. Hornbrook and Dr. Chase Larson, just teaching us about dentistry, aesthetic dentistry, and patient care. And so that is how I got into it. And then part of the program, we were asked to submit a case. And so I knew Lily because she's been coming in and we've been doing a lot of work together, and I knew that she'd be a great candidate, and she's just a great patient. And so, yeah, she was psyched on it. And so we submitted all the cases, and the case was presented in front of all the young dentists and everyone. We reviewed every case that was chosen, and then together we voted for which person we would like to present with the there's a chosen candidate, and Lily was chosen. And so it was just been great. And so a couple Saturdays ago, we all went to the Roseman Dental School, where Lily came with us, and it was just a really great experience to share.
I agree. Lily, I know that we met right after the annual event. Your journey had kind of started a little before that with McKinsey, but maybe your perspective will be a little different, Lily, but just maybe talk about last weekend and what it was like.
Oh man. Well, first of all, it was really, really exciting. Disclaimer to everybody, my tongue is numb because I was just with Dr. Faringa. So I sound a little weird. But yeah, it was incredible. I went in, of course, super nervous. I at this point have had a lot of dental work done, so I wasn't worried about pain or kind of the invasiveness of the process. I was just kind of whatever. More than anything, it's just kind of emotionally loaded for me. And so I went into it expecting to be in an emotional state, and I kind of prepped myself for that. And honestly, I mean, there was a little bit of that, but for the most part, I felt so comfortable and so welcomed and excited to be there. And everyone was just so kind. And I didn't feel like I was, I didn't feel like a spectacle. I just felt like part of the process. And that was so special to me. And
your best friends watching it happen.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. And
I know those are temps on there, and they're beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, I'd be happy if these were the permanents, but
Well, they'll look better than that, and they are very nice. So.
I'm so excited. Thank you so much.
One thing I was reminded of watching the process is how cool this profession is. I don't get to see and be part of smile design. I get to do one smile design a year. Maybe McKinsey, will you talk about that for just a minute? The prospect of being able to do this for the rest of your career, and just how cool dentistry is. Can you talk about that for a minute? Maybe what you felt watching this transformation?
Yeah, so Dr. Larson was completing the preparations and walking us through the smile design. And so he's obviously has such an extensive background with Dr. Hornbrook. So to learn from the masters, without being part of the Young Dentist program, it would have taken, potentially years to get that experience and understanding. And so it was just really great to learn about that and be able to apply it to future patients and just go in with confidence and be able to be part of the smile design process. knowing about the materials, the aesthetics, the calculations that need to be done, and just, yeah, understanding it, from being able to intelligently talk to patients about it and just kind of coach them through it.
Nice. Well, so grateful for each of you. Thankful that we can be part of this process just as bystanders, and just thankful for you, Lily, for letting us share this little journey with you. I know, like you said, it is, I mean, I was nervous just because I don't do it often. So it was really cool to see. And obviously a couple weeks we'll put the permanent teeth on, but thank you. Gregor, any other thing you want to say?
No, it's just, of all the things we do at the Crown Council every year, this is probably the funnest. It's life-changing for the patient that receives it, and it's just a warm feeling for everybody that's in the room. And I'm sure, Mackenzie, I'm sure that like Stuart said, it is so fun for you to see that this is now a talent which you are going to have ongoing, and have the ability to change people's lives. So good on both of you.
Yeah.
Good job.
So special.
Okay, you guys, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, see ya.
See you later.
Bye.
All right. Joining us, Dr. Blake Cameron. Welcome, Blake.
Thanks.
He's joining us from beautiful Logan, Utah. Greg Anderson also joining me. Greg. Blake, I finished up Young Dentist program last weekend, kind of your stomping grounds there. Any fond memories of Young Dentist program that you would share?
You know, I met a couple other dentists there that I've stayed in touch with off and on over the last, gosh, what's it been, 4 or 5 years?
Yeah.
And that's actually part of how I got introduced to Crown Council, from another local dentist who had gone through that and said, hey, you're coming up on 5 years out of school, you should jump in.
Who was it? Who asked you to do it?
That was Celeste Mortensen.
Oh, nice. Very cool.
So
Yeah. Good group, big group. I hope we can repeat that many new young docs. But David said it best when we finished. He was like, if anyone doubted if dentistry was in trouble, he's like, you just got to look at this group and know that they're not. It was a great, as usual, an incredible group to be with. So
yeah, it's awesome.
Hey, so we were digging into your numbers here. And so Smiles for Life started in your practice in 2017. And then you did about $2,000. And then 2021. So last year you guys did $6,000. And then this year you're almost to 12. So doubled. And so I thought it'd be fun to have you on to talk about what you're doing different, what you're doing in general, advice you'd give to other practices or team members that are doing Smiles for Life for the first time or want to be successful. So is that a good plan?
Yeah.
Do you want to start? Go ahead. Do you want to start? Maybe start with your practice, where it is, what it's like, just real quick.
Sure. So we're up in Cache Valley, north end of Utah. We've got 3 doctors with us now. That's part of what's helped with the growth. We brought a 3rd doctor on. It's been 2 years ago now this month. So that has obviously increased the volume of patients coming through our office, which lends itself to improving Smiles for Life as well. Word of mouth has gotten, I would say the last 2 years has gotten a lot better. We will get a couple dozen patients that come in just for whitening during the campaign. So that's certainly helped. Just the trajectory of the practice has helped that go up. And then this year we made the decision, since we had quite a number of patients last year that asked if they could use their HSA. And since you can't with Smiles for Life, we decided part of our contribution will be having them pay the practice with their HSA. And then we turned around at the end of the campaign and ran my credit card for the balance of what we'd collected through HSA payments. And that alone, I think, was a $4,000 chunk of people that wanted to use their HSA for whitening.
Very
so
cool.
It was a nice ad. That was one of our business team members' ideas, saying, hey, we get lots of questions about this. And it's always a bummer when we say, oh, well, it's a charity, so you can't, it's not classified that way, so you can't. And we said, well, hey, it's a small amount of fees, and then we get some things back on the credit card when we run it. So it was pretty close to a wash for us, but a great way to increase the number of people that can use it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting too. And Greg, correct me if I'm wrong. You're the expert here. Everyone's always asking for a charitable contribution receipt for donating to Smiles for Life, but it is in fact illegal to receive a charitable IRS receipt for a donation of something that you received goods or services for. Did I explain that correctly, Greg?
Well, yeah, the IRS rule is that if you received something in return for your donation, then
Not a
you
real
can only
donation.
declare as a contribution the amount that is over the true value of what you received. And the reason we don't give tax advice is that
Can't wait for this.
I'm carefully wording this. The value of teeth whitening is different in every office. So if I'm in Boston, or if I'm in New York, or if I'm in Los Angeles, or I'm in Logan, Utah, there might be a guy right next door to Blake's office that gives away whitening for free if you're a new patient. And so it could be argued that the dollar value of whitening is zero, and the contribution is what you made. There also could be a guy next door that's charging $500 for whitening, and we're offering it a discount at $199. So we always say, go talk to your tax advisor. We're really good at whitening teeth. We're really good at charity work. We're not real good at tax advice.
Okay, smart. Nice.
But it is, but a tax deductible contribution is different than a charitable contribution. People are giving it because they want to do good in Blake's case for the family place, which is their charity of choice. And hopefully people feel like they're doing good, even if it may not be deductible for them.
Very good. Great answer. Thank
Too
you very
long,
much.
but
Yeah, no, it was very
you
good.
got the whole thing.
Hey, Blake, maybe talk about why, like, this is a great, just explain why you do Smiles for Life. Why have you made it part of your practice?
You know, we have always looked for ways to do good in the community. And this is a really easy way, a fun way. We've got, for most people, whitening is not an emergency. So they're thinking about it, they'd like to do it. And so it's easy to talk to patients throughout the year saying, hey, you know, every year we're going to do our charity drive. All the proceeds go to the family, you know, to the family place and Smiles for Life. So it's one of those things where people feel, I know we have some people that feel almost guilty about doing something for themselves, right? And they want to whiten their teeth, but they feel a little guilty about it. And when you add on the layer of doing some good, it makes it really easy for them. And it's fun for us because we see a lot of people coming through that have wanted to do it. It's that last little nudge in the direction of going ahead and getting it done. And on the flip side, they're also great patients as a result. We have a handful that come that aren't patients of ours that get whitened during Smiles for Life, but the majority are great patients that appreciate it. They keep whitening over the years, and it's just a fun element. Whitening for me has never been a money generating service. It's been more of a kind of a gateway to the rest of dentistry and to long-term relationships. And Smiles for Life just makes that really easy to do.
Nice.
I believe
and it gets all the team on board.
I believe it was Steve who said that is making the decision with emotion and justifying it with logic.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That you know, I'm going to do this because it's for charity.
Yeah. It's just that last little thing. Oh, well, I'm also doing good. So
why not?
Why not?
Why not? Whitening, dentistry's gateway drug.
I like that. I have actually
Very
written
cool.
that down.
Blake, we often talk about one of the biggest pieces of advice that we share is having a team member run Smiles for Life or make sure that it's taken care of smoothly. Do you do that in your practice? Do you have like a team member that runs it?
Yeah. So what we've done is we've broken up some of our year in segments where Smiles for Life this year was run by our dental assisting team, and our team lead was the one that spearheaded that, and she assigned one person that was going to be in charge of making sure all the trays were made and all that. So then we have our business team's in charge of our annual patient appreciation event, and our hygiene team's in charge of, they each kind of have one big project they spearhead. So each team owns something. And that's worked really well for us. Dental assistants do the lion's share of the work when it comes to whitening. So it made easy sense to have them in charge.
Nice. Okay. Very good.
So next year, if you make the admin guys in charge of whitening, is there like a contest? Have they got to do 12 grand, or it's
That's a good idea.
I think they'd have to do all the impressions. That would be the contest.
That would
How many
be-
times do we have to redo them?
That would not be good.
Although I do have two that I'm sure would make sure we do just over 12, if that were the case.
overachievers?
Yeah.
Before we started, you talked a little bit about your local charity. Maybe explain how you picked your local charity and your connection, how that's helped your Smiles for Life whitening.
So the Family Place is a local nonprofit here in Cache Valley that's, I don't know if they would like how I phrase it, but it's kind of a catch-all for families in need. Whether it's the parents that there's an emergency and they don't have family and they need somewhere to take their kids. They've got staff on call to babysit. They've got mental health services there. We got introduced to them. I think it was one of my team members that introduced me to them about 6 years ago, as we were looking for a place to help with Supper Santa in the winter months. So we sponsored 6 families or something and did our quarterly retreat activity, doing shopping and then wrapping the gifts at the Family Place. And that started some conversations. We have a handful of patients that work there now that come see us. And it's been a great relationship that Smiles for Life's been an awesome tool to help sponsor the good they do.
I love that word that relationship. Some practices could use that reminder that that partner, that charity partner can be a real partner if the relationship is developed properly with time and with care and doing it together rather than just being the charity that you hand a check to and then they're like, who were those guys? I don't remember who they are.
Yeah, it's been really cool over the last, especially 3 years. Some of honestly, the patients we've gained because of what we've done with the Family Place, the inherent trust that just starts right from the get-go, because they know that we're a dental office like the 50 other offices here in the Valley. We also love to do good and participate in awesome things. So
Dang, that's cool advice. Great.
it's fun.
Very good. We are imagine you're talking to Blake Cameron and he's starting Smiles for Life for his very first year in 2023. What advice would you give to that new first year practice?
I would say involve your team. Find a local nonprofit or charity that you can partner with. That's going to be the key. And getting the team involved in it, I think, really helps, because then they buy into it right away. Explain really well what it's all about, and put someone in charge. Have a goal sheet. Make sure we do weekly meetings as well as our morning opportunity meetings, and reviewing the progress as you go along so that everyone stays excited about it. I mean, set a goal, try to be reasonable, but set a goal and then push for it. Spread the word. And it'll grow every year you do it if your practice is healthy and your practice is growing.
Nice. Hey, I'm looking at your annual event attendance confirmations. In the 23rd annual event, 6 people. 24th annual event, 8. Then 25th, 7. 14, 19, 20 people for the 20. Tell us a bit about maybe, I just want to switch gears for one sec. How does Smiles for Life play into you guys attending the annual event?
It didn't before, but this year we definitely have a few that want to be there because, well, one in particular who's going to be retiring.
Okay.
Wants to be there. She feels a lot of ownership for what we've done, and she's going to retire after January is over because she wants to come to the annual event.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Is there any other reason that you, just as a spot for the annual event, that you guys attend? Why is it part of your yearly CE?
So when we started coming first, I think it's a great way to bring some team members. You guys do a great job at creating an experience that's both fun and motivational, and helps with, get some conversation started that really is about not just the office, but the individuals, the members of the team.
Hmm.
And I love motivational stuff. If I could recreate it, I would, but I can't. You know, I mean, I've looked at what I had this conversation with my partner. Well, if we didn't, what else would we do? How could we create that experience? And I just don't think we can. So last year was the first year we brought our entire team, and that was a reward for some goals that we crushed the year before.
Cool.
And talked about, hey, we think we can do it again. And so we went ahead and signed everyone up again.
Nice.
Obviously, this next one's going to be the easiest for us because Salt Lake's less than a 2-hour drive for us. But it's a lot of fun, and our team members appreciate it.
Fun. Very cool. Gregor, any questions for Blake about Smiles for Life?
No, that's all I can think of. I'm interested in one of the things that you said about your team member retiring. And it reminds me that at the annual event, one of the things we really like to do is recognize team members who have demonstrated real value in the practice. So I hope you'll nominate her for something.
I will definitely nominate her because she would love that. And she's been with us for 15 years, longer than I've been with the office.
Yeah.
She was there when I bought it, and she's been amazing.
Nice.
Terrific.
That would be really fun. I mean, such a fun place to recognize everybody at the annual event. At least we try our best to recognize as many as possible. So
Absolutely.
Cool. Any big plans for next year? You guys going to go for 30 grand or 40? I mean, you guys already looking to 2023 or?
We're focused right now on our patient appreciation event coming up in a few weeks, and a humanitarian trip we've got right before that. So
Nice.
I haven't turned there yet, but we will.
Wait, bouncy houses? What are you going to have? Petting zoo? What are you guys doing?
Yeah, fair type games, and we've looked at bounce houses or the fair swings or something like that. We're in a parking lot of a dying mall, so I say we have the biggest dental parking lot in the world because there's no anchor store in the mall anymore. It's us and almost no one else. So we've got a huge parking lot. We're going to use it.
Fun. And are you going on a humanitarian trip to where are you guys going?
We're heading to Ecuador. It's with Choice. My parents happen to be in Ecuador right now serving a mission for our church. So my dad's going to join us for the week, and my mom's going to come up a day or two. And
no way.
Got 12 of us going, so it should be awesome.
What a great
We
time.
love the people at Choice.
Yeah, Choice.
They're awesome. My family's been involved with Choice since I was about 14. And
They're of course hosting us in Guatemala in October, and it's awesome.
Yeah, they're a great organization. They've got great people.
Very cool.
So.
All righty, Blake. Appreciate your time. Appreciate your leadership. You are absolutely you are like the next generation of Crown Council All-Stars. So appreciate everything that you do to lead and kind of guide the upcoming young docs. I mean, you're crushing right now. You guys are doing so good. It's fun to watch. So good job. Keep it up.
Well, thanks for making something so fun to be a part of.
Okay. Gregor, anything else as we sign off?
No, I got something for him offline when we're done.
Okay. Very good. Thanks, Blake. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
All right. Welcome to our live stream, Dr. Chad Boger and Kim Cannon. Welcome from Plymouth, Minnesota.
Yes, that's right.
We are grateful. Greg and I are grateful to have you on to speak just for a few minutes about Smiles for Life and how over the years your office has been so successful with raising money for Smiles for Life whitening. And especially, we watch your team and how incredible they are when we get to be together at the annual event. I hope we can maybe spend even just a few minutes talking about your team and your practice and what you guys have built over the years. But welcome. Grateful to have you.
Thank you.
Looking very patriotic, Dr. Boger, USA basketball. Very good. So maybe as an introduction, will you guys talk a little bit about your practice, the size, where you are, and just a bit of the history so everyone knows a bit about you?
Sure. I'm the benefactor of having a great team. So my dad started the practice 46 years ago, I think, or almost 47. And we're in Plymouth, Minnesota, which is 20 minutes west of Minneapolis. We've grown, and my dad smaller practice has grown. Now we have 42 employees and 6 doctors, and so it's a big operation in one sitting. So we don't have 2 offices, just one. So now we got a lot of moving parts here. We keep things moving and interesting.
You guys are one of the top offices in the Smiles for Life Hall of Fame. I think there's only maybe 3 practices who have raised more money over a lifetime of Smiles for Life. So 309,683 and 75 cents, in case anyone's trying, over the lifetime. So congratulations on Smiles for Life Hall of Fame.
Thank you.
Maybe talk about how you guys look at Smiles for Life year to year. What is it about it that makes you decide, let's do it again? We're off and running.
Well, I don't know if Kim can touch on this more than I can, but one thing is always fun. The annual event is a chance just to get reinvigorated with it and seeing just the totality of good that happens through the whole program, not just what we get to do. I think we certainly would say our connection to the charities themselves. So they're people that we know over the years, and so some of them are patients, some of them are just people that they've been doing good with. So that makes it easy just to say we get to support them. But our team's fired up. I don't know what else that they love about it, but
I don't think it's ever a question if we're going to do it. It's just something we do. So every year we just plan on it and we try to introduce new things. And
in some ways,
One of the things
easy
we
way to do
find,
it. You want to be connected with the community, and it's like, okay, well, that's one easy thing for us to do. And we try to do a few things all the year, but it's the big one that we can also go to those same places that we're connected with and say, and here's a check, right? And here's something that's going to make, and everybody loves to have money to do the good things they do. Sorry, Greg, I interrupted you.
No, I was just saying that we do see that the offices that seem to do the best at this are offices that make Smiles for Life part of the culture. And I loved your answer that we just do it. It's part of the office culture. Comes around, we do it. And you've had the same charities for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
And so I'm sure it becomes part of the income that they hope to receive as well.
Yeah, they're always happy.
Very good. Maybe talk about, so one thing that we hear is that running some Smiles for Life whitening year after year is difficult. It's all the patients have had received whitening, or how can we continue to do this? So since 2000, I'm looking here, since 2005, your practice has raised 10 to 17,000, 20,000, 16,000. I mean, so every year. Maybe talk about that for a minute. How is it successful year after year?
So I'll start it, and I'm going to hand it off to Kim because we've had to pivot a bit. The pandemic did a little bit, but we started off and it was easy. We dedicated obviously the period of time for whitening, and it was everybody got into it, and then and we did a lot of whitening. And it was only whitening, and we had rooms. But then the pandemic happened, and we also grew in size where we're almost busting out of the seams. So then it was harder to get a whole room for an in-office treatment, and so then it was harder, and then we had to shrink it, and then coming out of this, we said, well, this is not going the direction we're going. We wanted to keep raising more money, not less, and so put the team to the task of saying, well, what else can we do? And you guys came up with some great ideas, and
we've had challenges in the past, and one year Dr. Boger shaved his head when we hit our goals. Live on camera.
Right.
Actually, his family did it for him. But that was fun, and the team loved that. But as Dr. Boger has said, these last couple of years have been more difficult, more people in masks, and just getting people to whiten, and they want to participate in the charities. So this year, we always email blast and let our practice and our team know about when it's coming and be prepared and save appointments, reserve things like that. But this year we did something new where we did a roundup program, and it took us a little bit to get into it, but it's like when you go to the pet store and they ask you to round up for the Humane Society. I mean, I always do. So we just simply asked our patients, would you like to round up your patient portion today for Smiles for Life? And we were shocked at how many did it.
Very
and it
good.
could be $1, it could be $10, it could be whatever they wanted to do. So that was kind of fun. It was a little bit of a challenge to get people to feel comfortable asking, but Chris, our TOPS representative, was great at her verbiage, and she helped us with that. And that's been fun for us, and we want to continue that throughout the year.
Nice. Kim, would you say you run Smiles for Life in the office? Are you in charge of making sure it runs smooth?
Oh yeah, we had to figure out how we were going to post this, how we were going to do this, but yeah.
Yeah, it's
But
one of our
everybody gets involved.
it is one of our recommendations if you're watching and you've never done Smiles for Life before, choosing someone in the practice who is in charge of Smiles for Life is a key to success for sure. If no one's in charge, if no one orders whitening or cares about marketing campaign or cares about the charities that are being connected with, it kind of just falls away and doesn't work. So we call that person the charity champion, Kim. So there you go.
I'll take it.
Hey,
But
if
I mean, it is just, it's making people aware, so it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun.
nice.
For us accounting nerds, explain how you do roundup.
It was a challenge, let me tell you, Greg. So we were trying to figure, because we're on an EagleSoft program, and how do you do this? And patients want receipts. So we first just started posting it to their account, and then at the end of the month, we'd tally it, and then we'd send it into the portal. And now we've actually got a Smiles for Life patient in EagleSoft that we post to, and then once a month we'll send it in.
Great idea.
So it works. And people want to, and they like getting the cards with their, we post all the cards with their names that they've donated, and they just feel really good about it, whether it's, like I said, $1 or $20 or whatever they're able to give, and they do.
Very cool.
It's
So you
fun.
put their little things on the wall behind
Yeah.
you? Oh, that's great.
Yeah, we put them on the window behind the front desk, so.
If you guys were at the annual event and sitting at a table with a practice who's never done Smiles for Life before, what advice would you give that practice if they turn to you?
Well, they're missing an opportunity to do something good in their community, right? There's got to be somebody in your place that you know, a patient that's got an organization that is worth committing to. So I think that's one thing is it's an opportunity to go find somebody that you get to do something good for. And patients have been receptive to it. I mean,
Really
right?
receptive.
It's an easy thing. They can tell that you're doing something good too. So you look good while you're doing good. Seems like a win-win for everybody.
Definitely. I agree. How about you, Kim? Any advice you'd give to a team member starting off Smiles for Life for the first time?
Well, I think it is good to get the entire team involved and get them kind of excited about it, and
Yeah, because
to see the success. And
you need their help, right?
Right, you need their help. It's fun to have a challenge. They like that. And I think just talk about it. And, I mean, just little things around the practice. We utilize the items that you send, the posters, the stand-ups. We also do a screen saver in all the treatment rooms with the logo. So
Nice.
It's always kind of front and center to keep people thinking about it. And, when you're busy, it's easy to forget, but yeah.
Very cool.
Little things.
Very good. Gregor, any other questions for him before we wrap up?
I'm wondering about the time when you go to present the check to the charity. Do you do anything special? I mean, do you say, hey, next year, what we'd really love is, what do you do when you take the check? Anything special?
We've
Maybe
done
a big check.
we've done a little bit of everything, but over the years, right? But yes, I think we've done the big checks where they walk in and we take it. It's good for a photo op. There's been some times where we've actually been at the place, where we've been going there to volunteer, and so it's like, you're just there and you're talking and you can see the people, and so there's that where we're there. I don't know if that's really special, but that's what it's been. I don't know if we
And
did
that'll
it.
be the schools.
Yeah. Did we do
Nice.
anything else? I forget. Big checks.
It's been mainly the big checks.
Yeah.
Where I was going with the question was, you make an appointment or you're there and you physically hand it to them. You don't just drop it in the mail and say, thank you very much.
Yeah, another chance to build the relationship and the connection, right?
And that is so important.
Yeah.
Also motivates them to think of you when they've got a patient that needs some help.
Exactly.
Very cool. Well, all righty, crew. We're grateful for your time. Thankful for all you do to build Smiles for Life Whitening and be leaders in Crown Council. So grateful for our minutes here together today. Anything else before we wrap up?
Well, I guess thanks for the opportunity to not just be here, but for getting us to do Smiles for Life in the first place, right? You guys help keep all of us together and make our impact even bigger than it could be by ourselves.
Nice. Well, go ahead, Kim. Sorry, what was
Oh,
that?
I just said we're proud to be part of it.
Nice. Well, good. Well, a guy told me to always say, well, we're happy to do it. So, okay, guys, thanks so much. Appreciate your time.
Thank you. All right. Have a good afternoon.
Yeah.